Welcome to Royal Court Sports Talk, where we're going to be talking boxing today. Me and Sharif, Reef Beats. What's going on, man? You doing all right?
Yep, I'm doing all right, and I'm doing all right. Yep, looking forward to talk about boxing.
Yeah, so we had a couple matches this past month. We had first one I want to talk about was Ryan Garcia. His first fight after he lost to Tank Davis.
Yes,
Um, how do you think he looked, Ryan?
Ryan, I didn't think. Well, we all know that he's not. He wasn't ready, you know, and he has a lot more to learn, and because he wasn't really staying focused on boxing because he's been doing the we call it YouTube
Social media.
social media.
Mhm. Yeah, I just don't think Ryan mentally has it. I just don't think he's mentally tough enough. I just, and then the way he was using the shoulder roll in the fight, he was almost turning all the way around, like he was scared to get hit.
Yep, he's covering it up, so that's why he got hit in the back. Yep.
Yeah, and they warned the other guy, but yeah, he looked decent. I don't believe the Ryan Garcia. I don't believe the hype behind him. I think he was a golden boy project, and they just wanted to keep him because he had so many people on TikTok, and he just had a huge fan base. They just wanted to keep him rolling. Uh, they didn't want him to fight Tank Davis.
Oh, they didn't want. Yeah, because they knew he wasn't ready. But
Yeah,
not only that, he just he got a lot more. He got a lot more work to do with fire skills, and you got to train. You got to stay off the social media and focus on boxing. And I,
yeah,
I believe that he can do a lot better.
yeah. I don't think so. I
But
just
if you have a good
no.
trainer,
If he had a, I, if he has a good trainer, probably he could do a little bit better. But I just don't think he's mentally a boxer. He's not a go getter. He's a showman. He's a I want to say an actor. He's not a boxer. Yes, he has good technical skills. He's got a great, right hook. But that's about it. He's very quick and he's fast, but he just doesn't have the killer instinct when it
yeah,
comes, because there's levels to boxing, and Javante Tank Davis showed him that right away.
yeah, yeah.
And we're kind of, you know, that was his only loss, but Tank was, you could tell he was levels above
Oh
where,
yeah.
he is. I wouldn't mind seeing him, uh, um, Garcia fight Rowley. That might be a fun fight.
Yeah, but yeah, Roland, that was yeah. I think that yeah, that would be a kind of like a fair fight with the both of them. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree, I agree. But they both talking to and they know how to entertain. It's all
yeah,
entertain.
yeah.
Ryan made a lot of money, so he made more money outside of boxing. But
Right,
in boxing, I mean, that he grew up on it and stuff, but he don't have to box if he don't want to. But
right.
he's trying to get more money.
And I think that's what a lot of the boxers are trying to do is just see how much money they can get. Speaking of money, let's talk about the other fight that just recently happened. Devin Haney.
Devin
Devin
Haney.
Haney went up a weight class, went to 140. Looks good at 140. He looked really good. I watched the whole fight twice, and yeah, he looked really good.
I,
What do you think about
yeah,
Haney?
I agree with you. He looked really good because when he was at 135, he was trying to make weight. He was having a hard time making the weight. But if you look at him, he's walking around bigger than most of the 135. You know,
Yeah,
so
and I think
140
that
is perfect for him.
and I think that's why he had an advantage at the 135 because he was always bigger than everybody. He was
Yeah.
always be even though it was hard for him to make weight, but he was always bigger. He's not a really heavy-handed puncher. He's just got some real good techniques and skills. He'll box you. So after he won, right? After he went up and won, he left the 135 and went to 140, and he won. Tank Davis is now calling him out.
Right. But he said himself that he want to go to 147.
Who?
Devin Haney.
Devin Haney wants to go to 147.
They want to go up to 147.
Yeah, but if he stays at 140, that Tank fight might happen. Now that's the money fight.
That's the money fight.
Yeah, that's the money fight. So Haney goes to 147. Let's see. Let's look at that. Let's look at that division. Let's look at the division he's in now. He's in the 140. He's in the junior welterweight, right?
Junior welterweight.
So yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and look at that class right there. So there's some fights to be made.
Now you see Lopez right there. Lopez would be a good one.
Yeah, Lopez would be a great fight. Lopez punches harder than Devin does, but they're both. Devin is very technical. He's a real technical fighter. Doesn't waste his punches. He's real good. But Teofimo, his talent, his reflexes are unbelievable. That would be a good fight.
That would be a good fight. You know, they both beat Lomacino.
Yep, they both beat Lomacino.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that right there would be a really good fight. I mean, other than those, these are the top 10 in that class. Other than that, I really don't see any Josh Taylor. No, I wouldn't want to see that fight. Subrel, Mattis, he's pretty good, but he's got a loss under his belt.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, so that weight class looks okay. But you said he wanted to go 147. Devin wanted to go to 147.
That's what he said he wanted to do.
Okay, well let's look at the ones. Let's look at the money. This is what we call the money class. You've got Crawford, Earl Spence, Jerome Ennis, Virgil Ortiz. Very good. The rest of these fighters, I admit I haven't seen them fight.
You probably have to fight in the bottom.
Yeah, Mario Barro. So we know he's very good. Alex Rocha, I've seen him fight. He's a decent fighter also.
Seen him fight. Number 9.
Yep, Mario Barrios. Yeah, so he's really good.
He got power.
Yeah, he's got a lot of power.
Yeah,
but Tank knocked him out too.
He did.
Yeah, Tank beat him too.
He already fought him. Okay, that's bad.
Yep.
Yeah, that's bad.
Tank knocked him out. So he's already fought somebody that's above the weight class.
You know, I'm surprised Thurman is not in there.
Yeah, he's not in the, well, he hasn't been fighting really. He actually beat Barrios too. So Barrios fought Thurman, lost to Thurman. So his 2 losses are to Tank and Thurman.
Right.
So I guess he's just not as active. Thurman is not as active. So we'll see. But if we go back down to the lightweight class,
I don't think Devin Haney is ready for that right now. No,
I don't either.
No,
I don't either. But the lightweight class,
but I'll tell you what, he's very sharp. He's very sharp right now. Right now, he's very, very sharp. And what he was doing with using the skills and moving away and stuff. He did a really good job. And
Yeah,
Shakur Stevens did a real bad job. The last
yeah.
fight, he did terrible. He didn't even show up. So
No,
I
he
don't
didn't
know
show
what that
up.
was
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, and I think a lot of these guys kind of box to their kind of box down depending on the talent they're boxing. Now, if it was a big fight, I think he would have been ready. It didn't. It looked like a sparring session. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was a terrible showing. Didn't get anybody interested in him. His stock kind of fell a little bit on that fight. So he has to come back with it. He needs a big fight.
Yep, he do. But that's
I,
where everybody thought Devin Hannon was about to go down. But he moved up because Tank is coming up. You
yeah,
know,
he
and
Haney moved
another
up.
is trying to come up. Now, but I'm not saying that he's scared of them or nothing like that, but it's like, because it looked like he was about to go down. But for him to do that and then make some extra money and to fight Tank, that was a good move from his father, Bill,
Mhm.
was Bill Hannon. Right? He,
Yep.
he he did a really good job for that.
Yeah, I think he's training his son very well. I think he's training his son very well, and it is boxing. They are looking. They're prize fighters. They want to make the most money. Um, but if he would have stayed at the 135, the Tank fight would have been next.
Yes, I agree. Yep,
I think that's
yep, it has to because everybody's been talking about them too because of this sparring when Devin Hannon did and with Tank did. But now they're showing it on the online about what
right.
Tank did. No, but that was when he was younger. So now
Right.
he's been fighting so many fights, so I can see he improved from when he was getting beat a little bit with Tank. But I can see that he can put some work in there. But I don't know. I want to see if that heart will be there against Tank.
I don't know because I don't think honestly, I don't think he beat. I don't think he beat Lomachenko. I personally, that's just my personal opinion. I don't think he beat Lomachenko.
You know
Um,
what? You know what? I want to say that Lomachenko waited so late. He
yeah,
waited so late because at the beginning he wasn't really putting the poison in there. But at the end he started putting the poison in there, but he wasn't using how you tap and then you got the jab. Was like that. He was doing the body work. Devin Hannon was doing the body work and he was doing the jab. So that's why they gave it to him. But it was real
yeah,
close.
and I agree. Haney put in the body work early, but usually, if you put in body work effectively early, that's supposed to slow your fighter down. That didn't slow. It didn't slow Lomachenko down. You know what I
No,
mean? He did get some good body shots in, and it's supposed to slow down the other fighter. It didn't slow him down. So even a draw, I didn't see Haney winning that fight.
I thought it could have been a draw.
Yeah,
I thought it could have been a draw, but if I was Lomachenko win, I think Hannon did win. It's real close though. It's real close,
yeah, that
but
was close.
it was close. Like I said, Lomachenko didn't show up the first 4 rounds, and it was just late.
And
A slow start. Slow
yeah,
start.
he normally does slow starts.
Yep.
That's the way he is. He slow starts. He figures out the first two to three rounds, and then that's what happens. He's a slow starter. Bud Crawford is a slow starter too. He kind of figures out first couple of rounds. He's studying your habits and how you're moving. Then he figures out and takes you out. And speaking of that, um, so are they going to fight?
Who's gonna fight him?
Um, Bud Crawford and Earl Spence.
Oh, Crawford and Erspin, yes, they're gonna fight him. Yep. but I feel like they should fight. Spence, man, I think he should fight at now 147. I think he need to go up, maybe like 150. He walking around with 150 and 180. You know what I'm saying? So I think 150 would be good for both of them, to make it even for Spence. Because I think Spence won't be able to beat Crawford at all. Either way it goes.
Right.
Because Crawford is good.
Yeah,
he's good.
Crawford is,
And he's good.
He's very good.
And he's mean. He's so mean and he's mean. He's real humble. Even though Spence is, I can't take away from him. No, I can't take away from him. But, I think he should have fight somebody else first before he fights Crawford again.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I think the same thing. And then, there's a lot of fights that could be made out there that I would like to see. Let's go up to the super middleweight class.
Super middle.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, Canelo.
You got Canelo. You got David Benitez. You got Caleb Plant. But there's one boxer I think everybody needs to look out for. And I think he's ranked number 10.
Who's rated number 10?
Edgar Berlanga.
Okay.
Edward Berlanga. Number 10 down there.
Yep.
People need to watch out for him.
Okay. I've seen his face before, but I just can't picture him. I don't think I've seen his fight before.
Oh, you've seen him fight before. He looks a little bit smaller there. That's an older picture. That's an older picture. Well, yeah, you've seen him fight before. I think people need to look out for him. Yeah, he's coming up. I think people need to look out for him in that weight class.
Well, Crawford can move up and fight him.
I don't think Crawford needs to move up.
You think he'll move up to 150, 155, 158?
He might.
He's walking around with
he's
walking around with 150 anyway.
Yeah. So if he gets in shape, I think he could.
He can fight Canelo if he wanted to.
Would you want to see that fight?
I would love to see that fight.
Oh.
Yep. Then after that, I would love to see Boots fight him.
Yeah. I really would like to see Boots. I want to see Boots fight. Yeah, so but Berlanga, I really like this kid. He's tough. Here's just some of his highlights. Yeah, he's got a lot of power, very disciplined. But I would like to see him get a chance to fight, Canelo or the Mexican Monster. I think that would be a great fight too.
Okay. You got power.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's great technique
too.
What?
But you know what? I would like to see him fight somebody that's got a name.
Yeah.
I would like to see him with a name.
Yeah. And he's just coming up, so he's 20. He's 20-0. He's still young, so yeah, they're waiting for his chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I think they need to change the game a little bit more. The top 5 got to fight each other. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
I think it's all about the promoters and the belts. Each sanctioning body works with certain promoters, so these fights don't happen. But I think it should be the same as the mixed martial arts. The top fights the top. The top fighter fights the top fighter.
Yeah.
It's very competitive in mixed martial arts. UCF, right?
Okay.
UC, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mixed martial arts is it.
But what's his name? What's the one that fought Devin Hannon?
Mm-hmm.
He he took it. I mean, he was good sportsmanship. He was a good sportsmanship with Devin Hannon, even though he lost. But he said that he wanted to go back to MMA.
Yeah, MMA. That's what I meant. Yeah, MMA. In MMA, the top fighters fight the top fighters, not like boxing. You get a bunch of bull crap fights,
Right.
just so they can make their money. And that's one thing that Devin Haney's father said was, "Hey, the Mayweather era is over. Everybody has to fight. Everybody should fight everybody." And that's one thing, that they're trying to do with Tank Davis, and Tank doesn't want that. Tank wants to fight the top fighters. Tank
Right.
is a fighter. They didn't want him to fight they didn't want him to take the Ryan Garcia fight. He wanted that fight. So they got him that fight. He wants this Devin Haney fight. That fight's going to happen. Tank ain't going to fight.
Yeah. You know what?
I don't know. Go ahead.
But you know what? That's good for him to do that, so he can be his own promoter. But he's not active like how Floyd was. As far as on the internet and stuff. But as far as boxing, I gotta give it to him. He wants all the top fighters.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. He wants.
Yeah.
So
And if he sees,
he's challenging himself.
yeah, and that's what I love about Tank is he's not gonna run. So if we go to the top, these are the top rankings, the top rated fighters, right? Let me share this real quick. Tell me if you agree with this list. Tell me if you agree with this list.
Oh, you know what? No. Number 2, no. I mean, he's good.
Boy, he's bad.
Boy, he's bad. But he's smaller than Tank, though.
Yeah, he's smaller than Tank.
130, 125, 130.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's bad. He's bad. But I can't see him rated number 2 that bad.
This is Ring Magazine's top rankings.
Wow, they got Tank number 8.
Yeah, Tank number 8.
They got Devin Hannon over Tank.
Yeah, I don't agree with this at all. Look, Bud Crawford, yes. I think he's pound for pound the best fighter right now.
Okay, my Canelo is the number 4.
They got Canelo at number 4. Who would you put at number 2?
Man, I think Spence should have been up there.
Yeah. So I think for me it would be Terrence Crawford, Tank Davis, Earl Spence, Devin Haney, Canelo.
But you just saying Earl Spence because he's third and because he lost.
Yeah, I'm putting him at number 2. Or I'm sorry, yeah, I put him at because he lost. I put him at number 3 because he lost. He lost to Bud Crawford. Gervonta Davis hasn't lost yet. So I think that those will be my top 3. Number 4, that 4 spot, it will be a toss-up between Devin Haney and Canelo. Just for the fact that Canelo's got 60 fights.
Okay, number 5. Number 5. He's been doing good. He whooped
Canelo.
And why is he number 5?
I don't know.
Is he heavyweight?
Yeah. He's I think he's I'm not sure. I think he's light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight.
Yeah, 275.
Right, and Canelo don't want to fight him again.
Nah, He was too big. He was too big.
Yeah, he was too big. Yep, with the long reach.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I don't agree with Ring Magazine at all. I think they're hating on Tank.
Yeah.
And then again, that's just my objective. Come on, he's got what 29 fights with 27 knockouts, and he's not fighting bums. He's not fighting bums.
Right.
He's fighting top tier competition.
Right. So what does he have to do? Okay, so he has to fight Devin Hannon. So if he beat Devin Hannon, what number is he gonna go up? You think he'll go up?
Yeah. Well, and another thing is Crawford was holding belts in several weight classes, and he's gone up in weight classes, and he's got all the belts now. He's a unified champion. Devin Haney was a unified champion also. Tank just doesn't have the collection of belts everybody else has, so I think that's another reason why.
Okay.
Yeah. That ring put him at 8, but he's number 2 in my book.
Well, I'll tell you what. If Devin Hannon fights Tank might knock him out.
Oh yeah, I think that's what will happen.
Because
there's on
you know how he Devin Hannon won the last fight. The other guy that he was fighting, Reggie, right? He wasn't coming in enough. Tank comes in. That's what he do, and he also can box. But he's a lot taller, so he has to come in.
Yeah,
from that jab.
Yeah, and the other guy, he just didn't have a lot of movement. He stood right in front of Haney too. Not taking anything away from Haney. He fought a great fight, but it was just a whole different level. Yep. So
every time he tried to jab, Devin Hannon moved back. Then every time you swing, Devin Hannon moved to the left. So the power won't come to him. So that's the main thing he was worrying about, not getting hit with his power. Because he does have power.
So even though it probably won't happen, I would like to see Shakur Stevens fight Lomachenko.
Who? Lomachenko fight who?
Shakur.
Shakur.
Yeah, I would like. He needs something big after that fight he just had. He needs a big fight, and he's not going to get Devin Haney, and he's not going to get Tank because he just doesn't bring in the numbers right now. In order to bring in the numbers, I think he needs to fight Lomachenko. Does he win that fight? I think that's a 50-50 fight. And then that way, the winner of that fight go ahead and fight Tank Davis.
Oh, okay. Well, Devin Hannon. Shakur Stevens is too small right now. He's too small.
He's in that weight class though.
Yeah, right.
That's his weight class.
That's his weight class. But Lomachenko, he went up to a lot of weight class too, so he is small too.
He's small. I think he went up 2 to 3 weight classes.
2 weight class. Yep.
To get the good fights.
Yep.
But yeah, he's always the smaller guy in the ring. I'm a huge Lomachenko fan. I love the way he boxes. I love his boxing IQ. His footwork is amazing.
Yep. You know why?
It's exciting to fight.
Yeah, I think by him being in the war, fighting in the country, and definitely not really focusing on boxing. So it's kind of throw him off.
Yeah, I think
he lost to Lopez, right? Yeah. Devin Hannon took that belt. So it's like he's trying to get that belt back.
Yeah, he wants. They were his belts. They were his belts. So yeah, he's probably trying to get them back. But yeah, that's that's about it for sports talk this time. Next time we'll talk a little bit more about some more upcoming fights, show some highlights. We appreciate everybody, sticking around for 30 minutes, talking a little sports talk.
Yep. Thank you.
Troy Everett.
Yep. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.